Good morning and welcome to KidNuz, generously sponsored today by Addie and Keaton of Gilbert, Arizona. I'm Tori. Today is Thursday, May 20th, 2021. And we begin with a veteran baseball manager taking major league heat for calling out one of his own. White Sox skipper Tony La Russa publicly criticized his rookie slugger, Yermin Mercedes, for swinging on a 3-0 pitch in the ninth inning to launch a home run when his team was already up 15-4 over the Twins. To make matters worse, Minnesota's pitcher was a field player pressed into service because of the lopsided score. It's an unwritten rule that teams don't pile on when they're so far ahead. Despite some backlash, the 76-year-old La Russa refuses to back down, insisting all players need to respect the game and the opposition. He summed it all up in one word: sportsmanship. Being president is a hard job, but every once in a while, even commanders-in-chief get to have some fun. That looked to be the case this week at a Ford plant in Michigan, where President Biden took a spin in a brand new all-electric version of the F-150, which has been the country's best-selling pickup truck for more than 40 years. As a self-proclaimed car guy, Mr. Biden clearly enjoyed his time behind the wheel, at one point seeming to outdrive the Secret Service agents who were trying to keep up. With so much talk these days about Tesla and other electric cars on the market, it may be surprising to note that they currently make up only 3% of U.S. auto sales. Americans may soon be changing their summer travel plans. As soon as next week, the European Union will throw open its doors to fully vaccinated travelers, as well as those from countries considered COVID safe. That initial list is expected to be out tomorrow, but will likely change as case numbers rise and fall around the globe. The situation remains quite different in places like Singapore and Australia, where strict border controls make it difficult even for residents to freely come and go. Back in the U.S., the CDC announced that over 600,000 12 to 15-year-olds got their first of 2 shots in their first week of eligibility. A fair warning for those of you counting the number of jabs in your future. Just yesterday, Dr. Anthony Fauci confirmed what we heard a few weeks ago. Those who've been fully vaccinated will most likely need a booster shot within a year. Have you noticed more and more clutter overtaking your bedroom? After more than a year hunkered down at home, many people are finally cleaning out their rooms and garages, with charities like Goodwill reporting a huge spike in donations. However, there's one big problem. Inside the many bags of treasures being dropped off is also a lot of garbage. Broken toys, unusable appliances, even leaking batteries are showing up, which takes a huge amount of manpower to sort through and costs the organization real money to haul away. And while the pandemic may be behind the sheer amount of stuff coming in, a company spokesperson has another theory to explain why so much of it is unsellable. Unlike our grandmother's generation, the low quality of materials used in manufacturing these days doesn't produce items that last like they used to. In entertainment news, everyone's favorite Friends are coming back to television. The cast of one of TV's most popular comedies is reuniting for a much-anticipated special event. Thanks to reruns and streaming, many fans of the popular show weren't even born when it premiered over 2 decades ago. Friends: The Reunion, which streams on HBO Max later this month, will feature the cast back on the show's original set, some show-related trivia, and of course, much reminiscing. And if superheroes are more your thing, the network also announced 2 new animated series coming to its airwaves: Batman the Caped Crusader and My Adventures with Superman. That's it for KidNuz. Now our KidNuz quiz. Why is a baseball manager facing backlash for his recent comments? Tony La Russa criticized his own player for running up the score. What car company just unveiled its first all-electric pickup truck? Ford, the maker of the F-150. How soon will fully vaccinated people most likely need a COVID booster? according to Dr. Fauci, within a year. The cast of what sitcom is reuniting for a TV special? Friends, which has found a brand new audience through reruns and streaming. And one for the road. Do you want to be an astronaut or know someone who does? Discovery Channel is putting out a call for space-loving members of the public to audition for a new reality show with an out-of-this-world grand prize, a trip to the International Space Station. Candidates must be 18 to apply and possess a true desire to reach for the stars. The competition itself promises to be grueling, with contestants competing in what the network calls a series of extreme challenges. Who Wants to Be an Astronaut will hit the airwaves next year. Before we go, we top our teacher shout-outs today with a special one for Miss Shiragi and Mr. Mario at Heartwood Montessori in Mesa, Arizona. Addie and Keaton both want to say a big thank you for a great school year. We also want to give a KidNuz shout-out to Ms. Duncan at Apollo Elementary in Aledo, Illinois, Mrs. Catoni and her remote goats at Dansville Central in Dansville, New York, Mrs. Fisher at Lloyd Road Elementary in Matawan, New Jersey, and in Florida, Mrs. Hoffman at Sunset Palms Elementary in Boynton Beach, and Ms. Canfer at Mineola Charter School in Mineola. Thanks for listening, everyone. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We hope you tune in for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.